Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to all our speakers. I can't begin to say enough thank yous. This is such a difficult set of circumstances that brings us all together, but it's so important that we gather. Now more than ever, it is critical that we gather. I don't want to take too long because I know it's cold and I know it's wet, but it's a small sacrifice for us all, I think, to pay. In coming to organize this event, I really, as an elected official, as a voice in the community, I wasn't sure what to do. When I heard the news, like so many of all of you, I was stunned, I was shocked, I was unable to think of how I could offer my support and my condolences to an entire community that was struggling, to so many families that were struggling. September 5th and September 6th saw us lose two of our residents, Constable Arette Robinson and Michaela Ouellette, in separate motor vehicle collisions. Then on September 7th, separate stabbings led a daughter was lost, Taylor Marshall. I'm going to pause here for a moment before I continue. Last night, Taylor Marshall's mother, Shirley, contacted me. She was very upset that she couldn't be here tonight, and she asked me to read a statement that she had prepared for all of you. So at this time, I would like to read the words of Shirley Marshall. My name is Shirley Marshall. I am and will forever be Taylor's mom. I wish I could be there with you all tonight, but I am home with my young son. Thank you for this vigil. It is for all the victims of the recent violence in our community. A candlelit vigil as a symbol of a brilliant flame, yet too small and easily put out, will be shining this evening for those who were stolen from us. My sassy beauty of a daughter, Taylor, was brutally murdered in her own home, the details of which are worse than you can imagine, the details of which I will spare you tonight. The recent killing of 3 beautiful children with their poor mother left to bear the pain of 1,000. Another family of precious children left to grieve their beloved mother. The grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, and friends who have to live with the aftermath of such horrific and senseless crimes. Like a hurricane, these executions left a path of emotional destruction within our community, our beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. My one and only daughter, Taylor, a vibrant, cheerful, young, 22-year-old, worked at a bank, but wanted a second job as a personal trainer at Good Life Fitness. She arrived home at 10 o'clock a.m., full of hope after her job interview. She opened her door to a nightmare that ended her life, a nightmare that will never end for us. A stranger who was let into our city, a stranger who felt entitled to break into her home, a stranger who felt entitled to inflict a level of unimaginable cruelty and pain that ultimately snuffed out her flame. This butcher then made his way to the boardwalk where he again felt entitled to attempt to murder a second innocent community member. The sadness I feel is profound. The anger is penetrable. I can only live minute to minute while constantly trying to check in with myself. Am I okay? Can I get through this? Will I be able to function normally? I don't have the answer to that. The only true justice would be to have my daughter alive, to hug her, have lunch, and hear her tell me again how much she loves her sweet boyfriend Dawson. But that's not possible. So I seek to keep Taylor's spirit alive so she does not die in vain, because Taylor matters. And what and why this happened matters. All of the victims for tonight's vigil matter. Thank you to the first responders, to the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service, and to our Crown Attorney. You've been working tirelessly and we appreciate you. Thank you to my fellow Sioux people for your never-ending support, particularly Taylor's Army. When we stand together, our flame burns bright. Thank you, Sault Ste. Marie, small city, big heart. I love you, Cody, Taylor, and Spencer. After the incidents of September 7th, our community didn't think things could get much more difficult than what they had just experienced. And then on October 23rd, something happened that I don't want to take away from anything else that has occurred, but an unimaginable tragedy occurred. I won't say the names of all, out of respect for some of the families, but we know that we lost a 41-year-old girl, and her father is here, Brian Sweeney, who will speak about Angela Sweeney later this evening. In organizing tonight's event, I want to again thank everybody who came forward the way you all did. And I want to thank you all who are out in the audience and took the time to be here tonight. I know that as a community, we all wanted to show our support. We all wanted to offer our condolences, but I think we all didn't really know how to do that. And that was part of why I thought it was important to organize this event. I apologize, the candles didn't work out as well as I hoped they would, but we didn't know how the weather would go, and so we took a chance with that. The fact that you're all here is what matters the most. The fact that all these speakers are here is what matters the most. We're here to heal. This is about our community finding a way to offer our collective support to all of those families of the victims. It's a way of us honoring those victims. It's a way of us being able to recognize and appreciate and thank the incredible work of all of our first responders, our police, our fire, paramedics, those at the hospital, those at the school board, those in the schools, counselors, people who can't unsee the things that they see because of the work they do. People who can't unhear the things they hear because of the work they do. We are here for you. And we're here for all of you, for an entire community that is mourning right now, for an entire community that needs more than anything a sense of hope, that we can heal. This shows us that we can heal, and we will heal, but we have to do it together. And I think, as Shirley said, our community is one special community. And we may be a small city, but I will take her words and say, we have a big heart. So let us continue to demonstrate that resilience that we've always had. Let's continue to demonstrate that big heart that we have. Embrace each other and continue to move forward in the spirit of hope, in in the spirit of healing. And as the last thing I want to say that you've heard, it's important. If you know someone that is hurting, get them help. If you are hurting, get help. It's so critical that you get help if you need it. Thank you.